One of the lead applicants in the Robodebt class action says former PM Scott Morrison still lacks insight into his role in the botched scheme as pressure mounts on him to resign from Parliament. Sky News reporter Joel Philp has the details.
The Robodebt Royal Commission delivered scathing findings about the architects of the illegal debt recovery system, including about former Prime Minister Scott Morrison, who has dismissed the conclusions and laid all the blame on his department. His response has infuriated Robodebt victims.
I think he's taken no responsibility or accountability for his actions. To have such a lack of insight and morality really concerns me, and it concerns me as to how he got into power in the first place.
The Royal Commission's report found Mr Morrison misled Cabinet into believing Robodebt was legal when he was Social Services Minister back in 2015. His Liberal colleague Bridget Archer is calling publicly for his resignation. Privately, others also have their concerns.
Well, I think if people have no further contribution to make, then I think they should move on. But ultimately, what Mr Morrison does is a matter for him.
Nationals leader David Littleproud believes that if Mr Morrison is no longer passionate about his role as a local member, he should quit.
He's paid the ultimate price in losing his job as the Prime Minister of this country. That was done fairly and squarely, and we have to accept that. But Mr Morrison now needs to get back to first principles. He's there to represent the people of Cook. If his heart's not in that, then it's probably time for him to move on and let someone that does have the passion and the fire and the belly to do that.
The identities of those who have been referred for corruption investigations or criminal charges have been kept secret for now. Labor argues what has been revealed publicly is already humiliating for all involved.
As for the rest of the cabal of embarrassed and disgraced ministers, they mightn't have been referred to a criminal agency or other civil agencies, but their reputation's in tatters, let's be blunt.
Some are calling for a full unsealing of the secret part of the report, believing a political witch hunt is afoot.
The Labor Party are going out naming four of the ministers, and of course one is the former Prime Minister Scott Morrison. If they have a case to answer, then let the people know, are the whole lot of them being targeted with criminal offences? The public have a right to know.
For Robodebt victims, including Felicity Button, who struggled to pay for her baby daughter's medication after over $11,000 was incorrectly taken from her bank account, the Royal Commission report has gone some way into restoring their faith in government.
The vindication is amazing. My own self-esteem, my own, I guess, negative thoughts about myself, they're diminishing more and more every day now.
Joel Philp, Sky News, Canberra.